Today I want to try to figure out why this Jackson sounds so different from this Charvel. So I've had this Jackson since about April 2018, and when I first got it, I noticed that the sound was quite different from the Charvel. Originally I thought, well, it's probably just the pickups, because these are stock Jackson pickups, which are passive, and this one has an EMG 81 humbucker in it, which is active. But if you go on YouTube and you see a lot of those pickup shootouts, they're all installed in the same guitar, and I feel like there's not much of a difference between them. So it got me thinking, is it more than just the pickup? Is it the weight of the guitar, the mass, the wood, the electronics? I'm not quite sure. So I just wanted to do a little test and try to see just how different these two are. Oh, and for recording both of these guitars, I use the exact same mics in the exact same position. Also, for both guitars, they have these sets of strings on them, and I use this same pick for both of them. After that, I put both of the recorded tracks into iZotope's RX4 Advance. Here's the Jackson, and that measures at negative 15.2 decibel for a volume rating. But if we go to the Charvel, you'll see that it's negative 14.2, which is 1 decibel louder. So it's common for humans to like things that are louder, which is not going to be an objective comparison. So I'm going to take that and lower that to negative 15.2 to match the Jackson's rating exactly. So from now on, you're going to hear the Jackson first, the Charvel, and then we'll go back and forth. So which one do you guys like better? The sound of the Jackson or the Charvel? Please leave it in the comments below. So the riff you keep hearing again and again in this video is not my own. It comes from a movie called The Mysterians from 1957. It's done by a composer by the name of Akira Ifukube. And at the end of this video, I'm going to leave a bit of that original riff so you can hear it for yourselves. Now everything you've heard up until now has been very fair, objective. I try to make things as balanced as possible, equal on both sides. But then at the end I decided I'm going to just try to do a mix individually for the Jackson and the Charvel and just try to make them the best I can. Personally, I like the sound of the Charvel better, especially when I'm palm muting. I feel like the notes are thicker, meatier, and there's an overall balanced tone to it. There's no frequencies that stick out as being harsh. And the Jackson, I admit, does sound clearer, and the notes tend to stick out more in the mix, but what really bugs me about the Jackson is when I'm doing palm muted 16th notes, each note sounds like it's real wispy, like a pss, pss, pss sound. So now I'm considering taking this EMG 81 out of here, putting it into my Jackson in hopes of getting a sound close to the samples of the Charvel you heard in today's video. My fear is that the other factors in the guitar, like the weight, the tone of the wood, the electronics, those things will play too much of an influence, and I'll be disappointed when I transfer it over. What do you guys think will happen if I do it? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Peace.